agree to it. Welcome everyone to our I guess our kickoff meeting for our pre-pets that we're trying to do for our District 6200. I want to introduce a couple of folks that are on here on our Zoom meeting. Of course, we have our District Governor Mark Lee from Houma, who's here. Hello, Mark. And then we have our District Governor-elect Tim McNabb, who's here as well, who's going to help me with this presentation today.
Yep.
Then,
Welcome.
All right, and then we have Frank Bradshaw, who is our district administrator, and also a past district governor from our district and from the Lafayette area. And then let's see, Ken Furman, is Ken on? He may not be on, and I know that Harold Domain is the past governor who is this year's training. I am Tim's trainer, but since we are doing a pre-pets, it kind of falls on top of Harold's year as trainer, but so you can see that we have two trainers for this Rotary year, if you will. One a pre, that's me, and then Harold, who is the trainer. But what we wanted to do is, one of the things, we sent out that letter to everyone, and we said that because we pulled out of the Oldman River Pets, and there were several reasons, and we took a vote for it, and the vote passed, that you know, some of the smaller clubs couldn't afford going to Natchez for the pets, the 2.5-day pets that they had up there. And we said, well, we want to be able to give our presidents-elects a good rounded basis for their year as president. And so we looked, Tim and I looked at Rotary International and saw that they had some modules available for all kinds of positions and things to learn about in Rotary International. So we decided that we take the club president-elects module, club presidents, and then the club secretaries modules, and we'd go over them in a 4-month period. We would go over them and just kind of go over 3 courses a month, if you will. All right. And Tim, I may be going over what you wanted to say. I know you wanted to welcome a few people as well. So why don't you go ahead and do that, and then I'll continue with what I was saying.
Sure. First of all, I just want to welcome everybody. Thank you for coming, being here at this meeting. This, guys, as Rich was saying, we worked together to put together a a training that will save everybody money, save everybody time, and hopefully build a little better camaraderie within our district amongst our incoming presidents. So the goal of this, guys, is to get you guys together once a month. Rich is going to go over the classes. You guys will have that month to study on your own, come back together, and then we'll have question and answer type things. And then we want to find out from you guys, what more do you want to know from these topics? So this first class Rich is going to take you through is just going to be to familiar with what's going on. But what I want to say is it's really important, these meetings. I think that we can build some bonds between presidents here. There'll always be some time where we can have some talk back and forth on whatever the subject is. So I would like to see that. So if you can, Rich is going to give y'all the schedule. Let's go ahead and fill these classes in. I think it's going to be really important that we get together. I think this is going to build us a really good pets when we finally do meet for pets. We'll be able to get you down into the nitty gritty of what you're asking for and real things that you need to learn. So with that said, again, thank you. And I'll hand it over to Rich, and let's get him going.
Thanks, Tim. What I plan on doing tonight, and very quickly, I'll just go through the courses that I have lined out that are at the Learning Center that for the presidents and the secretaries. Then I'll talk a little bit about how to get to those courses on My Rotary. And then we'll talk a little bit about the calendar. I'll show you a calendar as to the dates and something that I think, Frank, we sent all out together in a package, did we not? Yes, thank you. So without further ado, let me go in here and unless somebody has a question. Does anybody have a question before I begin? All right, very good. So I'm going to share my screen here, and I'm going to go to, first of all, to the president-elect's pets, and I'll show you the courses that we're going to have. So this is the president-elect courses. And this document, all it does is show you exactly the courses in order as they're presented in My Rotary under the Learning Center. So as you can see in July 2021, the courses should take no more than 75 minutes. I can tell you that I have taken every one of these courses and I have completed every one of these courses. And sometimes when it tells you 15 minutes, it's 20. Sometimes when it tells you 45, it's 30. It depends on how quickly you catch on to the concept of whatever they're trying to give you. Some of these are purely informational, and some of them have quizzes that you have to take. It's not for a grade. If you don't pass at 80%, they give you and you can, even if you missed one, you can retake the quiz as many times as you want to until you understand the concept of what they're trying to get across. So as you can see in July, this is the only month that it's a little bit crunched up. Tim did not want me to start this off on July 1, mainly because a lot of folks might have been out on vacation or whatever the situation. He said, let's give him a couple of weeks to already get, be in there as president-elects of their club and secretaries, and then we'll start it off. So July 21st, we have 75 minutes. We have getting started with the Learning Center. If you take that course, you will understand how to do the Learning Center. If you skip that course, you'll have to do it trial by error and try to figure it out. But getting started with the Learning Center is a very easy course, 15 minutes it says there. Get Ready Club President is another one, and My Rotary Club Administration. So when you finish taking these courses, what we plan on doing, and I know from the calendar then, July 29th, we're going to have another Zoom meeting where we can go over some of those questions, comments, or if you had some thoughts that you would like to share with everyone about what you got out of those courses, those modules, then we're making notes and taking notes down to bring that information to our PETS, which is scheduled tentatively for March the 12th, 2022. And so if we find some information or some areas that are lacking that need a little bit of strengthening, then we will do that during our PETS, our one-day PETS. And this way, by taking these courses at your own pace, at your own leisure, you'll be able to not be so overwhelmed with the information that we deliver to you at PETS. So we're being proactive here and trying to facilitate that and make it easier for you for the PETS. And we're scheduled for only a one-day PETS, hopefully in Lafayette area. We're working on all that schedule and where we can hold it at. Does anybody have any questions about the courses? As you can see in August, it's 60 minutes for the 3 courses there. You've got September with 3 courses, and October only has 2 courses. So this is a 4-month course that we're going to be taking with 11 total modules. Any questions with that? Everybody's so quiet. All right, let's see.
Recorded.
Yeah, all right. Let's go to a new share and let's go to the President-elect's calendar, okay? Here's your calendar. And just like we had July, you have those 3 courses. July the 12th, this is our explanation and rollout meeting. Then on July 29th, we're going to get together, and we have an hour and a half set aside, but it may not take that long. But we'll go over our comments and questions generated from the first 3 modules and see if there are any takeaways, any questions, and see what we have learned from that. And hence, we'll do that for August. As you can see, August 26th will be our 5:30 to 7:30 where we do those 3 modules, September and October. If you notice, I have highlighted in yellow these 7 modules. 7 out of the 11 modules are exactly the same for the presidents and the secretaries, okay? So if you're a club president or a club secretary, you can share and talk to each other about the different courses that you've taken as well, because 7 out of those 11 are exactly the same for each one of you, whether you're a president-elect or a secretary-elect. Let me share with you the one for the secretary-elects here. Let me see. Okay, let's see right there. Secretary, President-elect's calendar. All right, let me see what I have here. Here I've got the secretary-elect course, which are the same thing. It's laid out. The secretaries will be taking the same course. And by the way, Frank Bradshaw has volunteered to lead that. Volunteered to do this. And those are the courses for the secretary. I do have a document here, right here. This document shows the secretary-elect's course modules, and you'll see 4 highlighted in green. Those are the ones specifically for the club secretaries, and they do not involve the club president. So those are ones that we'll definitely need to discuss when we get together on a monthly basis.
And Rich, I just want to iterate, if any of you presidents, your secretary of your club has not registered, please get them to register. It's only going to help you out if your secretary goes through these courses also.
Correct. And do know that we are, any assistant governors that are here, we are going to send the link. We are recording it, and we are going to send this link to all the club presidents and secretaries and assistant governors. So you'll have this and you can review it. So even though we're starting off the course right now with 18 folks or 20 participants right now on our Zoom meeting, you'll be able to review that and be able to catch up easily if you had not made this meeting. Because we did get a couple of emails on folks that had conflicts right at the last minute and could not make this meeting. So we will send that out and also help those, because it is our hope that as many people as possible will take this 4-month course between July, August, September, and October, and then we will repeat the course November, December, January, and February to allow everyone to do this pre-PETS. It is not mandatory, but it will make your life easier as an incoming secretary or incoming president-elect by taking these pre-PETS courses and then attending our one-day PETS course in March. All right, so let me share now online here at My Rotary. So this is, can everyone see that, My Rotary here? Last week I did a big no-no. I changed my email address on My Rotary. I'm trying to get out of the AOL and get my Gmail working. Well, 2 weeks ago I did it. And for 10 days, I was locked out of the My Rotary. So I couldn't even get into it to prepare for this course and everything that I needed to do. But luckily on Friday, all that came back and they were able to fix it on their end. What happens is there's many layers to Rotary, and I would get into My Rotary on this initial page, but couldn't get to the secondary and tertiary different sites behind in My Rotary. So as I do here and I sign in to My Rotary, of course you have the sign in of this into My Rotary, and then it brings you in. Now I know that J. Richard up here is not into the full in. When it says J. Richard Churchman, then I know I'm into My Rotary all the way. Otherwise, it will kick me out and I can't get into anywhere else. Don't know if that's just me, but it's just the way mine is working out. And here we go. All right, there, J. Richard Churchman. So here's the Learning and Reference Center. Okay, if you highlight Learning and Reference Center, you'll look down here straight at Learning Center, and that's where you want to click. You will go to Learning and Reference and go to Learning Center. Click on Learning Center, and it's going to bring you up to a bunch of different areas where you can do some learning. And we want club, I believe it's club administration. Let me take a look and see what it says here when it kicks in. And you have to be patient, at least on my computer. Club leadership, club leadership. So you got district leadership, about Rotary. If you want to learn more about Rotary for any of you new members in your club, you might want to point them to My Rotary. General membership, professional development. It's got, you name it. It's got and then different things for trainers for you, even for your trainers of your club members. All right. So club leadership, we're going to connect on club leadership, and that's going to open up all different positions under club leadership. So here are our 2 that we will focus on. Right here is Club President Basics, And those are the 11 courses that I've detailed in your document. And then club secretary basics. So those two are the ones. If you have a foundation chair in your, and you want them to take some courses, there are 7 courses for the foundation chair. Public image has 8 courses. Club administration has 3 courses over there. So there are different courses that you can take, not only just these, but these will help you in our pets, for your Rotary year. So Club President Basics, you hit that one right there and you click on it. And these are the courses. Now, mine are all highlighted on the left-hand side, blue. That turquoise blue means that course is taken. Before that, it had a little red line and an unchecked check mark in the middle of it. Once you finish it, you get a check mark, and it turns turquoise blue. Once you do your courses, when you do them online, I will be able to, Tim will be able to, Harold, anyone in our district administration who needs to check and make sure that we're doing the courses and you have completed them, that will help us know how many folks have completed our pre-pets. So you don't have to worry about letting us know which ones you've done or not, because we'll be able to see it. And it's not like checking up on you that you have done them. It's just that we want to know how many folks are participating in this program. It is our hope and belief that after a couple of years of doing this, it will be so well looked at by all the president-elects that it'll make our life easier at pets, and it won't be overwhelming with information. So I hope that you will take advantage of this. As you can see, we go to, if I want to go to, let's see, My Courses and Learning Center, let's see, course catalogs. Let me see if I back it up, if it opens up to present. So I did that. Let's see, here's the Club Secretary Basics. I'll open it up. And because I did those courses already in Club President-elects, Club Presidents, you can see that those 7 that I told you are already finished. And even started on a couple of other ones because there was a little bit of interchange of material. So it went from one to the other. So you can see that I've even started, without even starting anything on the club secretaries, I've already done some there. It's in progress. Do you see that when I light over that check mark? It says in progress. And then when it's done, you have completed this course. And for your, you can keep a copy of a certificate that they, at the end of the course, once you've completed it, you can print out a certificate that says you have completed that course for your own records. All right, that pretty much, I went through it pretty quickly. Is anybody, let me unshare here and see if anybody has any questions about what we're trying to do here.
Hey, Rich, as the assistant governor, will we be able to look at our clubs that are under us to see where they're at on these?
Since you're in the district leadership, Craig, I would say yes, but let's verify before I do that. So I think you should be able to see that for your clubs, correct? Yeah, and then what I'll do is I'll go in there and try to look for it on my end as a trainer. I'm not sure as a pre-trainer where well, I'm a district grants chair. So as a district grants chair and the district leadership, I should be able to go in there and check it out. But Frank and I will look at it and get back to you, Craig, on that. But that's a good question. I think you should as an assistant governor, yes. Good question. Anyone else? Can we get it, please? All right, sorry, that's my 4-month-old crying back there. Grandchild, that is. All right. Anyway, good question. What else? Karen, I see you over there. I see your forehead. What you got going on? There comes glasses. I don't hear you, Karen.
No, I'm good. See, I have this thing where I have to take off my glasses and get real close like this to see my computer.
Ah,
So that's
I have
just,
to put my glasses on to see that close.
no, I have to take them off. So that's kind of where I am. I'm visually impaired.
That's all right. Me too, but it's getting worse as older I get.
Oh yeah.
All right, folks. Anybody else? Anybody have any questions? As you can see, it isn't rocket science. It should be pretty easy to get in there and do it. I'm hoping that everybody here has a My Rotary And if you see that, you go to the Learning Center and click on it, and then go to your, the president's club administration, or whatever it said there on that one. But and once you registered, you have to, one of the things is, I'm already registered. You might have an extra step where it says to register to take courses, and they'll verify that you are president or president-elect. Carol, I see your hand up.
Hey, Rich, I'm in there now and just kind of goofing around, and I see
Right.
they actually have a virtual coach that probably can assist us through some of these, questions and things. And then you mentioned register. Does that mean in my page of Club President Basics, it does say enroll? So I guess
Right.
I
You
need
have
to
to
enroll.
enroll.
That's what you mean
That's
by
the correct
register.
term. That's the
Okay.
correct term,
All right.
enroll, correct.
Cool. I'm in. Thank
Good.
you.
Absolutely. Anyone else? Yes,
Can you
Tom.
hear me? This is David Abear.
All right, David. Then I'll go to Tommy.
I don't know if I raised my hand or not, to be honest
okay.
with you. So question I have is, we talked about this 4-month series being July through October, and then a repeat of it November through February.
For those
that
who
right?
did not take the initial one, that's correct. I'm trying to catch everyone in this. And we thought we'd try to do it with one, but then we looked at it and we said, you know what, if we break it up into 2 times, but not tell everybody that they have to register for, I'll have some stragglers that will say, I'm not going to do it July through October. I'll do it November through February. I think November through February is a little bit tougher because of the holiday months and everything. So my hope is to get as many folks involved in these first 4 months and not have to do too much work on the last 4 months during the holidays. But
Yeah, I'm not sure that we formally have named a secretary-elect for 22, 23. So I was just wondering if that's an opportunity if we get somebody in a little later.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's an opportunity. And they can, if you find somebody and they want to get involved, they can join us halfway through the program. And then if we need to do some one-on-one or pick up the first half and, the first part of November and December, heck, we'll do that. We just want everybody to be able to participate and get a little bit more information under the belt to help them in their Rotary year. And that's what the district is here for, is to assist clubs in doing good.
All right.
Good
Thank
point. Tommy, you have your hand up.
My other laptop died in the middle of the first part of this meeting. So I know
Okay.
it's recorded. So I'm asking, how do I see the recording so I can catch up with what
We
I'm-
will send you a link with with that recording. Once it's finished, Frank will be able to get a recording on it for the Zoom meeting and be able to send it out to everyone.
Very good.
Good questions. Anybody else?
Did y'all say you were going to email the documents to us that you walked through?
Yes, we will email those documents to you. Now, on registration, Frank, did we email those included in the registration? Well, for this meeting?
No, they all went to all the president-elects
All right.
some time ago, but we'll resend again tomorrow.
All right, good. We'll resend again, and now that it's fresh on your mind, and also we'll send it not only to the presidents, but the secretary-elects if we have their information. And if we don't, we appreciate that once you learn who your secretary-elect will be, that you let us know as soon as possible so we include them in all our email communications.
Can you send those to the ASGs also, assistant governors?
Absolutely. I see Frank taking notes, so I know he will. Any comments? What are your thoughts about this?
Well, we had a serious problem last year. I don't know if it's even been corrected with our, at that time, he was the treasurer and now he's a president-elect. He couldn't get into my Rotary. And I mean, we tried through several, poor Frank got too many phone calls from us. But I'm not sure he ever got that fixed. So we're going to try to make sure the secretary this year and new treasurer have the My Rotary accounts. But we had a problem just getting them activated. I don't know why.
Well, I know that to make a change, it can be an act of Congress, because I know when I changed my email They said, oh, give it 24 hours. And of course, it was right before the July the 4th weekend. And so they weren't there on Friday. They weren't there on Monday. On Tuesday, I called them back and I had left messages and I said, look, you got me on club support, but I don't think it's club support. I think I've been in my Rotary for years. I think it's something with a website. And so they sent my complaint to web domain, I guess, to the web guys, and they fixed it in 30 minutes. I had access in 30 minutes. So it was something internal. And this Rotary website, they're trying to integrate, and all the money that we've been spending on that website, if you go back and read the notes for our Rotary International Director's notes, you'll see that in the last 4 years, we've spent a heck of a lot of money going into the Rotary website. And we're trying to reduce the amount of platforms and get rid of the old platforms that were there beforehand and put it all into a new one platform, or as decreased number of platforms as possible. Because I just saw a while ago when I was trying to get into another site that I had not gotten into, that it popped up into my AOL address. And when I tried to change it into Gmail, it had already tried to denied me because my AOL kicked in. But that could have been my computer telling it on a saved password that I had for that. But I thought I changed all of them. I'll have to go back and review. But it's not a perfect system, but it is getting to be a much better system than it has been.
You're saying I should keep my AOL account then, huh?
I know, I'm not saying that. I mean, I've had my AOL account since '87. And so I decided it was time to get off. I got more spam in that per hour than I have in my Gmail altogether.
I'm since '83, so I understand.
Yeah. All right. If anybody has any more questions or concerns, you can definitely email, send it to Frank or myself or Tim, and we will all be copied on that email that will come out tomorrow that Frank will be sending everybody. And with any comments or questions or any thoughts on how to make this a little bit easier, we tried to do it in the simplest form possible. And I think following what Rotary International has set as modules for us to learn will help you understand it. And if not, unlike what Carol said, there's even a tutorial or somebody that can help there if you need help. So with us and Rotary International behind us, I think we're going to be in good shape for getting this information to all our president-elects. And I understand that some president-elects, even though they were supposed to be elected, last December, some clubs don't get to it for a while until that happens. So, and I know out here in Southwest Louisiana, some of our clubs are just barely moving, not just because of the pandemic, but we had the hurricanes and the flood that just happened here about 4 weeks ago and stuff. So it's just been a very trying time for our Rotarians here in Lake Charles. Tim, any last words, please?
No, just mainly is thank you all for coming. Please get registered. Please use this information. There's a lot of information Rotary's putting out there for us. We're training you as president-elects, but as you guys can see, there's different positions in your club that can use this. This is up 24/7 all year long. Anybody can join into it and get started at any time. We're doing it for you guys to get proper training that we think for the district to make pets more meaningful for you guys. We want you to come to pets and actually learn the things that this did not cover. So that is our hope, is you get the basic information, and we're not repeating that at pets. And what we are doing at pets is digging deeper into the things that matter to our presidents coming in, our secretaries coming in. So keep that in mind when you're going through the course. Jot down any questions. If it doesn't cover something you think it should, that's what we want to talk about at our meeting on the 29th and for all our meetings. So again, your participation is gonna drive this. Your questions, your concerns is what we're gonna put in our one-day pets. So that's what we're looking for from you guys. The general information is great. We think you should have it, but the main thing we want is, once you're done with that, is what haven't we gotten you that you'd still need? Again, as Richard said, district is here for you, and we're trying to do this for you guys. We try to design it for you and what you need. With that, I am done, guys. Rich, you got anything else? Or Frank? No?
No, I think we're good. I think we explained it. We gave them, tomorrow we will send out the courses and how they're done per month. Then we're gonna also give you the calendar, and hopefully you can get into My Rotary and be able to start taking some of the courses. And it wouldn't hurt any of your assistant governors if you want to go along with us and take the courses so you can, explain and talk and discuss with your presidents. That'd be great. All right. You guys have a great evening. Thank you for joining us. And I'm glad it was a shorter than that 1 hour.